Yeah, absolutely, we can advise on everything in terms of what kind of colours you're looking for, what kind of skin benefits that you needed. Obviously it's getting a little bit colder now, so we can always advise on something that's going to still give you some coverage but be nice and hydrating at the same time. Yeah. Also, just so you know, everything has been sanitized and is clean and ready for us to use today. Sure. Perfect. So first of all, I'm just going to sanitize our hands. There we go. Now, when my colleague spoke to you on the phone, you said there wasn't a particular brand or product that you've used before, so we're just going to use a few that we use regularly in store and just to demonstrate to you how we can use them. Okay, so I see already that you've cleaned your skin, which is great. So what we're going to do is use something now just to give a bit of hydration and more kind of a base to the skin. So we're going to start with some MAC Fix Plus. So what's great with this is rather than using a primer separately or a cream based product, we can use the Max Fix Plus as a nice base before we apply any other products, and we can also use it at the end as a nice finishing spray. There we go. And also, you said you do get a little bit of dryness at the moment, so we're looking for maybe a moisturiser with a bit more hydration inside. So what we're going to use today is actually from La Mer, and this is the La Mer moisturising cream. There we go. things you weren't so keen on is some of the redness that you get, especially as it becomes colder and our skin becomes a little bit more irritated. So what I'm going to use is this colour corrector from Chanel. So it comes in this more green shade, and the green is what we can use to cancel out any of the redness that we get if you have like a small breakout, or like you said, just any kind of irritation from the cold weather as our skin goes and changes a little bit. So what I'm going to do is just use the applicator, and you have hardly any little red marks, but a little bit of the product. I like to just give it a couple of moments just to set slightly on the skin to give it a little bit more coverage. And then again, you can either use your finger or you can use the same sponge. Just do tap, 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 or stipple, 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 and dab the product in. Great, so you said that you wanted quite a natural finish to your foundation. Yeah. Yeah, of course. So the foundation that we're going to try today is one that you can build. So if you wanted just a very soft look, just use a little bit of the product. But if for whatever reason, for like going out for an evening or just to cover any redness or markings, you can build it up a little bit more. So the one we're going to try today is the new Tomfood Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. So inside you have your foundation. And it comes with this really beautiful pump mechanism. So what we can do just to show you the full product is I'm going to use just one pump initially, and that will be able to cover the face with a very light natural coverage, and then what we can do will show you, and if you want to build it up we can add a little bit extra. So totally up to you how you want to apply. Today I'm going to use a makeup sponge. So there we go. So now we can start to tap the product into the face. Make sure we blend in the foundation along the neck, the jaw, I see. So if you wanted just like a little bit more coverage, maybe just on the forehead. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what you wanted. Yeah, absolutely. So I'll just add maybe even half a pump. A little bit extra. Any excess we can just blend that down. Just pressing that sponge into the makeup. Perfect. So next what we'll do is add a little bit of concealer, because in your appointment booking on the phone you mentioned you like a little bit of that brighter under eye. So the next product we're going to use is also from Tomfood, and this is the Emotion Proof Concealer. So the product already comes with this wand, so we'll do a little tap 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 tap, a little tap 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 tap, just underneath the eye, and you can also add a little bit just on the top. And I'm going to use the same sponge to and the other side. And what you can do is you can bring the concealer out just underneath, and then it just brings a nice highlight. And now we're going to go with another new product, which is the Gucci Eye Kohl pencil. The good thing with this is you've got your colour on one side and the spoolie on the other side. So what I'm going to use is this. Just brush the eyebrows upwards. Look. And then the other side. And then from there, we'll go back to the other side and use the pencil which we're using today in shade 6, which is the darkest shade. And what we can do is use it just to fill in the space in the brows, or any space in the brows that we have. So as you apply the pencil and then use the spoolie to then blend in, it gives a really beautiful definition and shade to the eyebrow. And what I personally would do also is keep more of the darker tone of the pencil on the corner where you want to give more definition and give a soft gradient on the inside. As we comb through the brow. course anybody can use it. The gel is a clear gel, and if just like most brow gels, it comes with a little brush or kind of mascara-esque wand, and all we're gonna do is brush, 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 brush the gel upwards into the brow, and then as we get towards the end, just taper it slightly to the side, and now onto the other side as we brush, 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 brush. Perfect. So the next product we're going to use is also from Tomfood, and it is the Traces Foundation Stick, but instead of using this as foundation, we're going to use this as a little bit of contour. The shade in this one is 9.7, which is this one, and this foundation we're going to use just to chisel underneath the cheekbones, a little bit on the temple, and then around the side. So with this product you can use it in a few different ways, but you can go straight onto the skin, or what you could do is grab your beauty sponge, tap a bit of the product and apply it when necessary, or build it if you were using it as a foundation. But today, as we're using it as more of a contour shade, I'm going to use the stick to go straight onto the face. So I'm going to apply just a little bit under the cheekbone on each side, and now a little bit just on the temple, just on there. And now I'm going to use a few dots just around the perimeter of the face. And of course, like with any contour, you can also use it to add a little bit more shade to the jawbone on there, so I'm going to add just a touch. Very, very soft amount just along the jaw there. And now to blend it in, we're going to grab our sponge and I'm going to tap. Just to make sure it's all blended into the skin. And now just on the jaw. Just a tap. Perfect. Next up is a little bit of bronzer. So today, just to demonstrate, we're going to use two different bronzers. The first is one of the new Gucci Eclat Soleil bronzers like this. There's 5 different shades, and today we're going to use shade number 4. And we're going to use this just to add a bit of depth to the contour and shade it all the way around the face. So I'm going to grab the brush, tap a bit in, and just start to shade where we added the contour. But I'm going to bring it up around the perimeter of the face into the top of the forehead. And now for the other side. So shade we're going to use today is shade Terra. So the bronzer inside looks like this. And I'm going to use this very soft laser tether brushing and just give a very soft wash of colour all across the face, onto the nose, onto the cheeks, and of course not forgetting the neck as well. We can bring it all the way up into the hairline. There we go. And now, to lock in all the makeup, just as we said earlier, we're going to use some of the MAC Fix Plus. Just as we used before the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, we can use this. I'm going to use this just to set the makeup in place, give a little bit of moisture just to keep everything set. There we go. So just give that a few minutes to settle in. How do you like the look? You like it? Oh, amazing. Maybe next time we can have a look at maybe doing a couple of eye looks perhaps.